What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more live Tears for Fears. And we're going back to the live portions of the Songs for a Nervous Planet album 2024. Thank you again to Kim for helping me acquire this, and for also commenting on a video reaction I just did on my Patreon for one of the videos, or music videos, for the live performance in Franklin, Tennessee on this tour that was included for these live performances. I think it's still embargoed for a few days. It should be publicly available in a few days, though, again, any of you who like what we do here on my YouTube and wish to support that, you can become a full member over there for as little as $5 a month. And not only does that give you access to some behind the scenes and blooper reel content, basically videos which are only for full members, but you'll get early access to my music video reactions. And as I said, it helps what I do here on YouTube, so also gives you satisfaction for knowing that you're part of what enables me to do the online content that I do. And again, you can join for as little as $5 a month, though of course I want to give a shout out not only to all the full members, but to a handful of you who give more than that every month. I really do appreciate it, including Kim, who provided some great commentary on that video reaction to the live performance, which I did for Head Over Heels, and which features a tidbit of another tune. But yes, ultimately, the information that Kim gave, like always, was fantastic. And if you haven't seen it, the venue itself, like the rock formations that it's up against, it's very visually striking. There's a lot of light design and, colorful light work on stage with them, so it's fantastic, which of course is shown here in the inner booklet for the double CD release. In any case, I'm going to react to their live performance of Mad World, and I remembered when I did the last live reaction in audio form to this album, I wondered whether it would be the slower, like Gary Jules type version, or whether it was like their original recording and performance of the tune. And Kim did mention to me that it is like the original version of the track, though she also linked to me a performance where they do it in a slower and heavier style like the Gary Jules version, so at some point I'll do a video reaction to that as well. But yeah, let's hear it. This is a live performance from the Tipping Point tour, and it is of the Mad World song, and ultimately it's on the second disc of the Songs for a Nervous Planet release.
No expression, no
masterpiece. Forever a masterpiece. And I think I mentioned this, in a couple previous reactions. I enjoy the Gary Jules rendering of it, but ultimately I think the original, not just because we hear Kurt on vocals, but because of the more dynamic and frenetic sonic atmosphere, I think it actually hits the themes of the tune even more clearly, even more expressively. So yes, I think the classic version of the tune is the best, and again, I think Kurt sounds great on vocals here. Most of the sonics are very much in the place of the original recording. There was a part in the second half where it felt like the drums were like cycling in double time. They were like really fast and frenetic beyond what I remembered. Maybe I'm just failing to recall, but yes, there's a point where the drums felt like they were double layered relative to the original recording. But yeah, it sounds brilliant. Now, it's not like the music video. We don't see Roland doing his awesome dance, but ultimately I am looking forward to seeing this in video form. And again, big shout out to Kim when she sent me that video for the live performance of Head Over Heels from this concert, this tour. Roland not only still has his moves and just seems to be very kinetically inclined when performing, so evidently that's just, part of how he expresses things musically, and it feels like, so many years have passed, and yet it's a performance that if you closed your eyes, you could believe that it was, from nearly 40 years earlier. So, yeah, a top tune. In fact, it's just about exactly 40 years, right? So, in any case, as I said, I'm going to keep jumping through randomly when it comes to the audio reactions for these live performances included on the double disc of Songs for a Nervous Planet. So, in the moment, I don't quite know what the next one I will pick, but did I already do Change? In the moment, I'm wondering if I did that. If not, that might be the next one, because I had that song in my head a couple days ago, in fact. Let's see. Nope, I haven't done it. The last thing I did was I reacted to the video for that song now about 4 or 5 months ago, but yeah, I have not reacted to the live version of that, so I think that's what I'll do next. I'll keep going through some of the video reactions along with other bands' music videos and in a couple cases live performances, so yeah, bear with me. And again, shout out to all those who join me over on Patreon. You are very much appreciated, and all those who follow me here are of course appreciated as well. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.